Fantasy Blitz, it's your boy Elijah. Happy Tuesday to those that celebrate, and Merry Christmas. So let's just get right into the 2-minute drill. I also have some starts and sits for the games for tomorrow. So, like I said, let's get into it. For the first option, we have Hollywood Brown, formerly known as Marquise Brown, wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. Dealing with an injury all season. I didn't think he was coming back. A lot of people didn't think he was coming back. Came back last week, had a pretty good performance, had 8 targets, 5 catches for 45 yards. Not crazy numbers, but it is good for this performance coming back. Maybe he'll be good for the championship this weekend. We'll see. And then Jerome Ford, running back for the Cleveland Browns. I had him on earlier this year, I think even last week or 2 weeks ago. I have him again because he did really well last week, and I just think it would really help out your flex option. Maybe not so like the running back spots, but really more so with the flex option. But with Jerome Ford, he's got 11 carries, 92 yards, 1 touchdown, and then 5 catches for 39 yards. So the 5 catches for the 39 yards, that's a big jump. I think that really helps out his stock and whatnot. But he's in about 50% of leagues, so it's kind of a toss-up if you can have him in your league. I would try to get him if you can. And then last but not least, we have Chig Okonkwo. I was practicing that. Very cool name. But he had 21 targets. He's tight end for the Tennessee Titans. 21 targets in the last 2 games. So a little bit slept on. And what's the craziest thing is he has 6% of rostered in leagues. So only 6% of leagues in ESPN leagues have him on their roster. So that's pretty crazy. But definitely look out for Hollywood Brown, Jerome Ford, and Chig Okonkwo. And then real quick, the starts and sits for the games tomorrow. We have Kansas City versus Pittsburgh. For Kansas City, I'm looking at Mahomes, Hopkins, and Kelsey. I'm kind of on the edge, or on the edge. I'm on the fence with Hollywood Brown. I wouldn't necessarily start him just because of the great secondary in Pittsburgh, but if you absolutely need to and you're hoping for a big boom, I guess go ahead, good big boom. Go ahead and go for that one. And then for the Pittsburgh side, it's kind of sad. It's just George Pickens, and that's if he's healthy. Najee Harris facing the #1 rush defense in Kansas City, so stay away from there. And then for the better game, I think, the Baltimore versus Houston game, we have Baltimore for Lamar, Henry, Flowers, and Mark Andrews. There is really no debate, I think, between Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely. I think Mark Andrews is the more consistent tight end, so lean more towards him. If you have Isaiah Likely, I guess that's a safe-ish tight end play. I don't know. It's up to you. And then for the Houston side, we have Nico Collins, C.J. Stroud, and Joe Mixon. Again, another for Joe Mixon, it's kind of tough, but I expect C.J. Stroud and Nico Collins especially to elevate their game this week. That's it, though. It's a pretty fast, but, I'm out of breath, but this fast and short little 2-minute drill with some starts and sits. Again, I'm going to try to stream on Thursday. We'll see how that goes. If not, then I'll upload a little video about just starts and sits for the entire week. That's it for me, though. Merry Christmas. God bless. Be